Hey there, Internet. Welcome to the Hard On Gear channel, where I discuss and review my used and abused knives and gear. Booyah! So it is time to start talking about this 1,000 subscriber giveaway, because the H.O.G channel, as of 2 days ago, which would be May 20th of 2022, 1,000 subscribers achieved. First video launched about a year and 3 months ago, February 1st of 2021. The goal, I think, of that intro video that I initially put out, I believe I'd said I wanted to hit 1,000 within about a year and a half, up to 2 years. That was kind of the, I'll say the average time span that a lot of smaller channels had getting off the ground, assuming they didn't hit some crazy viral spike, which I did not. That being said, the Azula 2 video has done pretty darn well. I'm pretty happy with that one. I think it's up to around 15 or 16,000 views at this point, which for what I was expecting, to be quite honest, is far beyond anything I'd expected. Same thing with a few of these other videos. I know the Recon 1 video, I think, is 6 or 7 grand. A few other videos at 3, 4, 5. More than I ever really expected to get the first year of this. I figured it would be a few videos might cap 1,000 or 2. But here we are, so not a viral, crazy YouTube sensation by any means, nor did I expect to be. That being said, I'm very happy with the trajectory of the channel, especially considering how busy I've been through certain parts with wildfire last summer and with the joining the military here this last year. So this last 5 months, video production has been low. I'm glad I had a bunch in the bank, but I'm at the point now where I pretty much have to film on my weekends now that I have a little bit of freedom, and here we are in the modern day. You're not getting videos that were filmed 3-4 months ago. We're here on May 22nd. And this video should be uploaded tomorrow, Monday, May 23rd. And the purpose of this entire video is basically for me to explain to you what the giveaway is going to be, when it's going to be, roughly, and just kind of lay out some details around that, as well as just to thank everybody for the support, participation in the comments, polls, Instagram. The polls, I mean the H.O.G polls over in the community tab. So if you're unfamiliar with that, you go over to the H.O.G YouTube channel and skip over to from the about and the channel videos and all that stuff, and you go to community tab, click down there, and you can go see all the recent polls that have been done. We're up to week 25 or 26 right now, I think, something like that. So just every week doing a different poll talking about everything to do with knives and the knife channel. So this week's Tuesday poll, you'll see, have something to do with knife giveaway stuff, just so I can get a feel for what everyone's into. But I'll just say for now that the rough plan, and kind of what I've been planning from the very beginning, before they've launched this channel, was to do a giveaway that was a little bit very typical, just a knife that I'm going to give away that's pretty popular, that I'm a big fan of and that I sort of approve of, if that means anything to you. But also to do it in a way that allowed other people from different countries to enter, because I am from Canada. So for one, I know that any knife contests and stuff, a lot of them that I've looked at and seen popped up, a lot of the time they're for US, continental US only, which is understandable for shipping and all that, especially if it's a knife that you currently own and you're shipping off. So what I'm going to do is going to take a knife that I'm a big fan of, and I'm going to probably give you an option between a fixed blade and a folder. And this has been the plan from the start, and it was probably going to end up being something like the Azula 2 and like the Manix 2 Paramilitary 2. The way I'm going to do this, by selecting a winner and then basically ordering the knife for you, is what I'm planning to do, is going to allow different countries to enter. And so long as I can find a knife company like with reasonable price that's comparable to, say, like your Blade HQ prices, or like Warriors and Wonders Canada, whatever, wherever your country is, if it's a comparable price from a decent, reliable site, I'm going to try to order that from that site, pay for it, get it shipped to your residence. So that way, if you're from like Australia or the UK and there's some parameters around like shipping knives of certain types, or even if you're from the UK and you can't get certain type of locking mechanisms or something like that, this will allow us to kind of correspond one-on-one and plan out if there's something a little bit different. But as of right now, no surprise to anybody, the fixed blade option is going to be the Azula 2. And I could basically make the knife giveaway a lot more open-ended and allow you to pick your knife, but that's not really much fun, right? Kind of takes away some of the the novelty away from like winning an item. It's if you get to choose it yourself, but maybe that would be a little too nice. Maybe we'll leave that in a poll option and find out. Because I was gonna say, sorry, that this Tuesday's poll is going to be about what you're kind of looking for as the, I guess, the giveaway knives. And I have a couple in mind that are probably going to stick, but if people totally object, then we'll figure something out and do something different. But yeah, keep an eye out for that poll there coming up, technically Tuesday, but tomorrow as of the time of this video upload. Oh, and hey there, viewers of the H.O.G channel. If you wouldn't mind, if you're enjoying this content, go ahead and click the like button, as it helps the channel out and gets this video out to more knife enthusiasts. But yeah, just to make that whole rambly mess a little bit more clear, whenever I do this sometime in the next few months here, this 1,000 subscriber giveaway, essentially the winner will have the option of choosing either a fixed blade or a folder, and I will basically end up coming to the decision of what the fixed blade and folder are going to be. The Azula 2 is definitely going to be the fixed blade. As I've gone back to it here recently, it's just too awesome. It's the Millspy Elite's great, a little bit too large. Toranacon is amazing. Not entirely practical for every day-to-day EDC fixed blade stuff. Now for the folder, there's options, and I'm torn between a few of them, and a couple of factors here. One is a knife that I actually believe is like hard-on gear approved, and a big thing with this is the Paramilitary 2 is great. And I've been in conversations with some different folks. I know last week Bullpup was commenting on my PM2 video and saying how it actually has held up in lock tests and such a lot more than people would expect, myself included, when put in comparison to things like the ball bearing lock and triad locks and different things from Cold Steel and Benchmade, different stuff. So not the weakest knife in the world by far. However, the tip and the blade profile is a little more fragile. You're more likely to get chips, nicks, break the tip off, that sort of thing. And there's no doubt in my mind that's not going to hold up to the same abuse as, say, the Cold Steel or probably the Benchmade Super Freak. And I do believe the Mannix, although that is debatable, like Bullpup mentioned there in that last comment. The stainless steel liners add to a lot of the weight and the girth. Does it add to the structural stability or the blade or lock stability? Probably not. Hard to say. But I guess the Mannix 2 is definitely high up on the list of what I was thinking about giving away. I really like the Pacific Salt 2 for practicality and the stainless aspect, but I know it's not going to be as popular of a choice for a lot of people. You can just tell if you look at like the YouTube hits for Pacific Salt 2 videos, same thing for Instagram tags and stuff across the board. Not the most popular knife in the world, a little bit more of a niche tool for people. So then I got thinking, the Recon 1, which isn't here just because I've got, like, you know, the Recon 1 story from this channel. It's my original folding knife that got me into knives, and I've had that thing for so long, and after 8 years it's to the point where I don't really carry it anymore. Lost the left-hand pocket clip for it. I'm left-handed, so it makes it annoying to draw and to carry, and I could order a new pocket clip, but I've just planned on for a long time ordering a new Recon 1. Hasn't happened yet. But the Recon 1 is a little bit larger, 9-inch knife. Definitely overkill for a lot of people. So that got me thinking, okay, the Recon 1 and the Azula 2 are really staples of this channel. That would make a lot of sense to have those two as giveaway options. Then I got thinking about another knife that I wanted to order for a long time from Cold Steel. And there's been many knives that I've looked at for military or firefighting stuff that I thought would be very good hard use approved tools. And the one here that I haven't tried was only because it was a little bit smaller, a little bit more, not even dainty, but just smaller, a little more compact, and I kind of like the heftier stuff. Like the Recon 1's a lot thinner and lighter, maybe not much lighter, but definitely thinner, lower profile than the 8015. But I like the 8015. I don't mind having that extra heft. The Super Freak, one of my favorite freaking knives that I've bought recently, and I probably top 3 in my folder list right now of like favorite knives overall, probably, but definitely one of my favorite folders. Bigger knives, heftier knives, so it's definitely got to be somewhere in that ballpark. You're not going to see me giving a Delica away. I'm going to do a little mini overview of this new to me knife fairly soon here. It'll probably come out in the next couple weeks, and it's, yeah, you know me if you know the Benchmades and the Rat 2 and stuff like that, or the 940-2 is the Benchmade I was referring to, as well as the Rat Model 2 and different knives that I've handled that are a little tinier. Not really my thing. So in conclusion, I believe the giveaway, which I'll figure out exactly how I'm going to do that, like the structure of the actual, like how I go about, like what you have to click on in order to enter the giveaway and all that stuff, whether I do it through comments or some kind of a random poll, we'll find out. But the timeline, I'll say, might not be this week or next week, might not be this month or next month, because I'm a poor ass private in training right now. So if I can fork it out, we'll see what happens in the next couple of months. But looking ahead, like I'm hemorrhaging a little bit with my small little paychecks coming in. So I'm gonna maybe play it safe for a couple months until I get my first little nice pay bump in a few months once I'm done infantry training. But keep an eye out for that. I will let you know. But regardless, you will have the option between the Azula 2 and I do believe the knife that I've just ordered, which should be here in the next couple of days. Next week, I'll most likely have a video talking about that knife, an unboxing and a little bit of an overview. And I believe upon unboxing and handling of that knife next week, I'll be able to give you a pretty good conclusion as to if that's the one that I'll be using for the giveaway. So to wrap up this obviously not really planned out or scripted video, I know it's been all over the place. Thank you for the 1,000 subscribers. It has been a very interesting year and change working on this channel, and there's been times where I've looked at it and thought, wow, I'm the biggest loser in the world for doing this. And there's also times when I look at it and think like, wow, who the hell ever wants to do this as a spare time gig? Because the amount of work and just inconvenience and stuff that comes with having to do this has actually surprised me a lot. I kind of knew it would be, and I've expected to go in this for the long haul and treat it as a bit of a side job, so that's all right. But I will say, this has been an interesting experience across the board, not slowing down anytime soon, and it's gotten more difficult since I've joined the military, and my freedom of time and access to different tools and even my knives and stuff has been very limited and awkward and just hard, even to find filming space right now. I'm not talking too loud because I don't want to wake up my roommates who are in neighboring rooms. Kind of broke into one of the empty rooms on the floor just to do a little filming. I got a few videos done, and that's kind of life right now. So anyways, keep an eye out for next week's video. I'll get into more detail on that giveaway when I do the cold steel, whatever the knife is that I ordered, unboxing. And did I already slip it? If I did, I'll go and make sure I bleep it out. But that cold steel knife, I believe, is going to be, it's a similar price point to the Azula 2, so it's even in that way. So you're not thinking, do I want a $200 folder or a $100 fixed blade? And I try and make both of them around the same price. And yeah, that's going to be the plan. You'll have the option, fixed blade or folder. And then once we go from there, we'll get in contact via email or Instagram or whatever, and make sure you get that knife mailed off to you from whatever store works in the country that you're from. And that's that. So I guess until the next week's video, feel free to check out, if you're not unfamiliar with the Azula 2, or I'd say the Manix 2 is definitely in the running, but I'd say more likely the Recon 1 currently is the folding knife that's up for grabs for the giveaway. But like I said, probably going to change once I get this knife next week. And that's it. No more rambling, no more random things that I'm forgetting to say. So enjoy those videos for now, and see you next week. This is the Hard On Gear channel signing off.